Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TBG Philosophy, the podcast where we are talking about philosophy and specifically would you rathers. And that's why I have the captain's hat on because we're all the captains of our souls and we all make our own decisions in life. So that's why we're doing that. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to our new person, Caden.
Yay!
Hello, hello,
Insert
hello.
clap
Let me
track.
play some clapping. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Can you guys hear that?
No,
No.
Oh. Okay,
this
wait.
is an awkward silence. I was waiting.
How about that? Yeah, yeah, woo, yeah. Anyway, so today we're just gonna do some quick would you rather's. Joseph has put these ones together. That's why they look way nicer. So we'll just jump into it.
I'm proud to say that every picture you will see is created by AI. So no
Beautiful.
legal issues.
Dear.
Or maybe that means extra, but we'll see.
Why do I get the feeling that was like going to be a bunch of cats?
I
Probably.
didn't think to be funny. I didn't think to be funny until a little later, but I
Whatever.
think you're
Your
the one
like
actually
number
sharing the
one thing
screen,
is to be
Tanner, so
funny.
you can go ahead and control it. Just hit next
Sweet.
whenever shoots your fancy.
Sounds good. And then the first question, this is one that we asked last time that was pretty controversial. So, Caden, if you could answer this one.
Okay.
Would you rather have women's rights or never be happy for the rest of your life?
Hold on. So have women's rights or
So
never
women
be
have
happy.
rights, or you're never happy again.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to pick and choose. That's how it is already. That's reality.
And there you have it. He already chose the women's rights.
I didn't choose anything. It was chosen for me. I just live in this world.
That's a way better answer than any of us gave. We were all just mad at Tanner for asking us that question, but man, that was perfect.
And one of these days, we're going to bring the women folk on board and try to get them to answer it, see what they think.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be a fun whole hour discussion. Anyway, first question. Would you rather lose all of your senses, which is a very creepy photo,
Yeah, I don't like that one.
or lose all of your limbs?
Ew.
I think. Oh, but all your senses, though. Ugh.
So how do we go about this? Are we answering in a specific order, or are we just as we decide say it?
I think we
Basically,
just say it, yeah.
We wait for someone with a strong opinion to start, and then we either agree with them or tell them why they're a fool. I will start by saying I would lose all my limbs instead of my senses any day of the week. Like,
I agree.
no problem.
I actually think I am with you. I think that like not being able to feel or like taste, anything like that would make life just terrible.
Yeah. Plus, you could become a really great like motivational speaker.
Oh yeah.
I'm
You guys are
could you
actually
though?
is a guy that is though.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about losing all your senses being a great motivational speaker. No, yeah, I'm with you.
Losing all my senses.
I mean,
that is just
I
so
guess-
typically me.
I guess you still could. You would just need a. Oh, what was the girl's name? Helen Keller. You just need to learn how to talk like Helen Keller first, I guess.
Well, but she was only blind and deaf. Like you wouldn't be able to feel anything. You wouldn't be able to taste
You
anything
would
or
literally
smell
be a
anything.
vegetable.
Right.
Like that
So
would
the way
just be
she
terrible.
talks, someone at work, huh?
Yeah. Like because you wouldn't be able to feel when your mouth is opening, right?
Like,
You lose all sense of touch.
Yeah, I think limbs.
Limbs.
I was hoping there'd be at least one person who wanted to, be a devil's advocate, but this one was too easy.
All good, all good. All right, Joe, you want to take this one?
All right. Would you rather watch someone you love die a painful death? I thought the AI killed this one. Like, look at those rib details. Or cause their death yourself. You know this one's
Ooh.
AI because that car is like so flat and it's just a random person dead next to it.
I love the emergency worker just like completely facing the wrong way in the back too.
Yeah.
They're not even paying attention. They're focused on that forest.
Oh yeah. Wait, so they're dying either way.
They're dying either way. Basically, you either watch them have a painful death, let's say some like late stage cancer, or yeah, you text them, they look at their phone, and they crash and die.
But it's like a
Okay,
quick death.
so
Yeah.
here's my thinking on it. This has real world application. It's literally this is the scenario of, do you unplug someone from life support? I think I'd go with cause of their death yourself rather than sit and watch them go through a painful death. I'd unplug them.
Well, I mean, are we saying that to cause their death, is it like intentional, like doing this will for sure cause a death, or is it like accidental, like something you do accidentally triggers their death?
Like,
I
do
think
we
you
have to
could
hit
do
them with a
either.
car kind of thing?
I think you could do either, and either would have different consequences and answers. So I guess let's first assume that I kind of like Caden's real life example. Let's first assume pulling the plug or not. And I guess in that case, I think you're right. That's actually a little easier. I think I would agree. I'd pull the plug as well.
But if I like directly cause someone's death, like if I have to like shoot them, then I think I'd rather watch them die a painful death. Because just
So
the
you're saying
act
you
of
Really?
were, what is it called? Is it Saw? Is that those movies where the guy kidnaps people and forces them to do crazy stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in Saw and he captured your loved one and he says this person's either going to die slowly and painfully or you can do it yourself quickly.
I think that just the guilty conscience of me pulling the trigger, that I think that would be too much for me, and I think that I could handle watching someone die a painful death versus causing the death.
You know, what I think is it's not our place to choose to take life. That's why even though it would be painful, maybe God has a plan for them. And who am I to,
Aiden,
fight that?
Caleb, not answering the question is not answering the question.
No, I said I'd rather watch someone die a painful death because it's God's plan.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
I
It
think we're
wouldn't be
split.
very.
Solid. Cool. Well, next one.
All right, Cajun, you want to take this one?
Sure. Would you rather live in a world without empathy or a world without fear?
I think without fear.
I don't
Well, here-
see the conflict here. This
But
world
think
without
about
fear
this: in
sounds
a
way
world
better.
without fear, someone would not be afraid to come up and rob you. They wouldn't be afraid to come up and cause harm to you or your family if you offend them.
And then
Well-
I wouldn't be afraid to go and take it back from them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Or-
without, but you would.
Yeah.
I think you'd still have empathy. I think fear is different from empathy, because we had a whole
Well,
discussion last time
yeah.
about fear.
Well, I just also, my intention with this one was to make it blatantly obvious, but then, yeah, be like, wait a second. And my thought process is a world without fear just sounds like chaos because I think everybody would be doing huge risks all the time. Like, all the time. I don't know, like reckless driving,
Drunk driving.
yeah, drunk
I don't know.
driving.
I think I take a different perspective on that because the definition of fear. Let me pull it up.
I think I'm seeing where Tanner's going with this. Like, just because I don't fear to jump from a plane without a parachute doesn't mean I'm going to jump from a plane without a
Yeah,
parachute.
you can
Like,
still think
fear
rationally.
fear is separated from wisdom. You
Yeah.
can still think something through and say, "Oh, that's a bad idea. I'm not afraid to do it, but
I
I'm not
don't
going to do it."
know.
Because fear is being afraid of something to be dangerous, painful, or threatening, right?
That sounds like skydiving to me.
I think you would still have logic, but a world without empathy is like no one cares about you. You could like kill whoever and not feel bad about it. I don't know. I think that
Or you
in
could
this
fear the
scenario,
cops
I'd
or
go
what
with the
other
world
people would
without
think.
fear.
I think in this scenario, after the discussion, I think it really heavily depends on how you define them. If you define fear to entail that, oh yeah, you would be freaked out about skydiving, or you wouldn't, how much, I guess, what else would be connected or what else involved, versus like empathy. Would you kill people or would you fear the law? I guess, yeah, kind of a messy one, fun one, but depending how you cut the cake, that
I still think empathy would be worse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a fear of the police. I still don't break the law, though.
But imagine like police without empathy, not letting
Yeah.
you off with the warning, or in the worst case scenario, shooting you because they just don't care about
So
you.
basically, they would treat everybody
De-escalation is
like.
not a thing at that point.
So basically, we'd be treated like black people.
In some situations.
You said, I mean, with the cops, you said. So that made me think of that.
I think we're split on this one too.
all right, I like it.
Any other thoughts on this one?
That's it.
I've said my piece.
All right. Caleb, you're up.
All right. What am I doing?
Read the thing.
Would you rather be trapped in a solitary confinement for the rest of your life, or be constantly hunted by a relentless killer?
Ooh.
I'll take the killer.
Yeah, I think I would do that too.
Here's my question: does a killer like a killer? Doesn't have to be human, and I'll explain why I think that. You guys ever heard of the story of the snail?
Yes.
War is over.
So like, what if the relentless killer is just like the snail, and then like you just have to avoid a snail, you know?
I mean, either way,
a little by the
solitary
beautiful singing.
Sorry.
No, sorry, you're good. I was zoned in a little by the beautiful singing. I am not familiar with the snail, and maybe a 25% of our massive viewers are not. Will you explain the snail real fast, Caleb?
Yeah. So there's like this story about. It's not so much a story as a thought experiment, where
It's like a would you rather again.
yeah, it's basically like you become immortal, and nothing can kill you, and you become rich, but you have a snail. And if this snail, it always knows where you are, and it's always moving towards you. And if it ever touches you, you'll die. So it's just like it's a relentless killer, basically. And so it's just kind of a fun thought experiment to think like, oh, like what would you do to avoid the snail?
Okay.
So here's my thinking on it. Solitary confinement, like it's clinically and scientifically proven that after being in solitary for long enough without stimulation from other people or other sources, you literally go insane.
Yep.
You do.
So that's kind of a turn away from me, to be honest.
Yeah. And at least with the killer, like you could still like at least see your family or call them or be around other people. But like solitary confinement would just be terrible. I would hate that.
Yeah.
Plus, relentless doesn't mean successful.
Mm. Yeah, he could have like a Nerf gun or something.
Well, those
Love
were
that
some
thought.
solid arguments. I think I'm in camp solitary confinement.
What? Why?
Why?
You want to be by yourself
You
forever?
will last a week
Oh my
before you go
gosh.
insane. What's the?
I'm-
I don't.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was like an ultimate Freudian slip right there. I was thinking exactly of the one I did not want. I would much rather prefer the killer.
Okay.
Joseph's like, oh my gosh, Brooklyn and the baby, I just can't handle it anymore.
This is where he gets his peace and quiet.
I'd
In
rather
the
be
solitary
alone
confinement.
forever.
All right, next one. Would you rather be a leader of a corrupt government or a powerless rebel fighting against it?
Bro, leader of a corrupt government, 100%.
Yeah, like are we thinking like Russia type corrupt or like US type corrupt?
I mean, either
think
way, you
Cuba.
got a pretty nice deal there. But U.S. corrupt is definitely more bougie and less high risk.
Let's do Cuba.
Cuba.
I was actually that was my first thought too. Was Cuba?
I don't know if I would be. I think either way because I feel like corrupt leaders typically die eventually in painful ways.
Or
But
epically
also
in large
fighting against a
explosions.
government that is corrupt, you also die very painfully.
I like how this rebel is smiling.
Isn't that awesome? The prompt for the AI literally was, give me a soldier in a trench smiling with soot on their face. And it nailed it.
Nice. Yeah, that did. It's actually really good. I think I would do corrupt government just because you would lead a bougier life for a little bit.
You know, I can respect it. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
Anyone else on this one?
It sounds like we're all for the
Sounds like we're all
Government
pretty
leader.
corrupt.
Okay. All right. Corruption for the win. Next one, Joe. You want to do this one?
Would you rather be able to communicate with skulls? So by skulls, it's basically dead people. Oh, or with animals.
Sorry.
That was a very fun one to have the AI
My
right.
goodness.
So with skulls, it's basically like, it's talking to it's viewing dead people's memories. You have to have their skull though, so there's no like, I don't know, looking through the memories of Jesus. Like you got to have their head. So
No, see, Jesus is alive, so you can't get his skull.
true that.
Yeah.
This was intentionally
So-
written.
Is it like the D&D movie where you can only ask like 3 questions and then it goes back and you can't ask any more? Or is it like unlimited talking?
Unlimited talking.
Unlimited talking. I think I would do the skulls one then. That would be super cool.
I think I'd rather talk with the animals.
I agree with the animals.
What is an animal going to tell you?
Well, if it's your best
They
friend
are gonna
slash
give me-
dog, they can tell you exactly where they like to be scratched.
Plus, think about
You know,
like
I was
everything.
thinking, talk to Socrates or Plato if we could find their skulls, or like someone from medieval times and get like more information on their time period, something valuable to society.
See, and that's why you're wrong. And I am right, because talking to your dog is much better.
You guys are so funny. I think that I would totally do the. Would I do the skull? I think I would do the skull. I think I would become like the most valued spy in the world. Not spy, historian. Animals, you'd probably be the most valuable spy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards history because I like that stuff, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'd do the skulls. I think there's just so much more value there.
Solid.
All right.
Very nice.
Go ahead, Caden.
Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with an MLM recruiter,
Well,
or
Ha ha ha. It's funny.
cat size
Yeah.
spider?
I'm going with the spider.
Spider,
Yep.
immediately spider.
100% spider.
You know what? Honestly,
Yeah.
I've seen recruiters that look much worse than that. Which means I would take the spider.
It's funny.
Like that one.
I
That
got-
one's fun.
Thank you. I know like it's funny to like say the spider, personally, I think I would totally do a new. I would totally do the MLM. That spider would freak me out so much.
I'm with Joseph. I don't want to deal with that spider. Plus, if I have a person there, I have someone that I can just take all the rage out upon.
Do you have a lot of
They
rage,
are now responsible
Caden?
for every MLM recruiter. That one person.
Now, wow, pretty hardcore.
I like it. There we go. All right. Caleb?
Would you rather be trapped in a virtual reality world that you know is fake, or believe you're living a perfect world that's actually simulation? So basically, would you rather live in Sword Art Online or The Matrix?
Would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
So you guys say what you think. My guess is you're gonna pick one of them, and then I think I have a pretty good argument why you'd actually pick the other. Unless now I've
So,
like jinxed it and messed with your head, and so now it'll be more even split. But
so
fascinated to find out.
just to clarify, the second situation, that's you don't know it's a simulation.
Correct.
Okay.
I think I'm going with ignorance is bliss. I mean, not being able to escape a simulation, like knowing that your wife and your kids aren't real, I think that would, like, over time, that would really impact you emotionally and mentally. But, like, actually, but just believing that you're in a real world that is a simulation, I think is just, ignorance is bliss.
Anyone want to second that?
I'll
I
take
don't
the first
know.
option.
Yeah, as long as I can like continually be in that one, as long as I like live, yeah, I'm pretty okay with that.
All right. Well, I I mean, honestly, not bad. Those are pretty solid on your logic and thought processes. What I think kind of made a difference for me that I was like, what? I think that you have already chosen to be trapped in a world that you know is not real and that's imperfect. I was like, holy cow, isn't that basically what the veil is? I was like, what? I don't know.
Well,
What do people think?
counter argument there. In this world, our actions have real life consequences for the next one, for the real world, right? Quote unquote real world. So I think
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, it still is a real world. I don't think it's a simulation. It's more of a test. Whereas, yeah, being trapped in a virtual reality world that you know is fake and like you can't escape and doesn't have any consequences. I don't know, man. I don't think I would do it still.
Still, huh? Okay. Well, that was kind of my power argument of why I thought you'd pick one way or the other. So I rest my case.
All
Question.
right. Sorry, someone have something to say on this one?
No, that's a good question.
Okay. This is the last of Joseph's questions. Excuse me. Would you rather be incredibly beautiful but have no personality, or be
I'm so sad he missed
oh my
it, you guys.
gosh. Oh, that's so good.
Just click one more time for his sake.
I was eating a frosted mini wheat and I almost choked on that when that picture came up.
But he's got a
I'm so
great
glad.
personality.
Oh, that was so good. I would probably go with personality because I am already super ugly and totally have that captivating personality, and it is way awesome.
I'm with Tanner. I'm 0 for 2, so I'll take the second, so I'll be 0 for 1. Or 1 for 2.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that's so good,
Oh,
man.
God.
That was pretty good though.
Sorry, man. I wish that Nephi was here for that. I feel so bad.
Oh, the bum, he just texted me and was like, "Hey, did you guys leave?" And I texted and said, "No, check the chat. You leave."
Okay, we'll go back and do this one again. Can you give
Oh,
him a
okay.
call? We can see if we can get him in on
Yes,
this one.
yes, this is definitely call worthy. Okay, I will give him a call. Just a moment. We'll just fix this in post, right? That, or you guys can talk about something really cool. 1 second.
Hmm.
Dude, did you
So,
guys know that apparently Star Wars: The Acolyte got canceled?
I'm
yeah,
so happy about that.
did not get renewed for a second season.
Good for them.
So that weather, huh?
Wait, are we waiting for Nephi then, or what?
Yeah, we're gonna replay this one.
I
Do you guys want to know what happened today on 1863?
There was a man who went to the bathroom and pooped.
Yes, there probably was. But there's also a vicious guerrilla war in Missouri that spilled into Kansas and precipitated one of the most appalling acts of violence during the Civil War, when more than 150 men in the town of Lawrence, Kansas were murdered by Southern supporters. Man, those Southerners, man.
You talking about Southern? You talking about bloody Kansas?
Yeah. They killed
Very nice.
182 people from their homes. Man, brutal. Anyway, what did
I
Nephi
think I
say?
remember that one from the History That Doesn't Suck, Tanner.
Yeah, I think I remember that one too. What were they called? They were like the
I don't remember. It was something that like I've heard before, but didn't know where it came from. But I can't
yeah,
remember
I
now.
remember it too.
Nephi said that he's hopping on, so
Okay,
we'll see
sweet.
him soon.
About time.
All right, we're gonna have Nephi read this
So
next one
pumped.
then.
Okay. Uh, I'm pumped.
So, what game do you guys want to play after this?
I think
I
Pilgrim
would.
would be fun. Only four people can play that, so if everyone stays on, then I think there's many other games that would be very fun to play. But if it's just four people, Pilgrim could be exciting at this hour.
I agree.
If it's just 4 people, then I'll probably go. It's already 10:30 here. So if it's just 4, then I'll just go and turn in for the night.
Tired
Okay.
boys,
Well, I don't
tired.
know if Nephi has it, so even though it's just four, there might be plenty of room for you. But I mean, yeah, late is late, so we'll find out. Indeed. And hopefully this silly man will be on sooner than later.
There is also Battlefield 1. Who wanted to do that?
Wow, I haven't done Battlefield in so long. That'd be
No, me
fun.
neither. StarCraft would be a fun one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know Nephi is StarCraft.
If you guys are gonna do StarCraft, I'm gonna. I'll take the L.
Okay. So
We'll
we'll
figure something
we'll
out.
be limited in our sounds like it'll be four no matter what then. So we'll find out what for, huh?
I would
Hmm.
be down for Pilgrim or Dead by Daylight personally.
Good to know.
Is Nephi coming back?
He said so. He is taking his sweet time, though, huh?
Here, I'll give him
Or
a
our
call.
time. Ha ha ha.
He's just running on Dumar standard time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're
Call was forwarded to voicemail immediately. He hung up on me.
That's wild.
He's like, ah, they're on to me.
It's just like
Abort,
yelling
abort.
commitment, and he's like, ah.
That's alright.
We need to ask him about his Joseph, do you have any details about the unfortunate
Nephi.
circumstances of his breakup?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, we'll see you soon. All right, he says he's pulling it up right now.
We'll have to talk later about that, Caleb.
Okay,
He's not
sounds good,
around.
because I'm interested in the juicy details.
All I'll say is I wish I had more, because I don't really have many, but I'll share
Then I'll
with you
ask
what I do
Nephi.
have.
I'll get the information right at the source.
That is probably your best bet.
I'm sure he'd be willing to talk about it. He's got a great personality.
He does. He does. Yippee-der. Oh,
All
this
right.
silly Neffy.
And should we have this one be the last one?
I think
Sure.
that sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm feeling fulfilled. This was fun.
me too.
I think it
And
actually
I've
is
still got a
the
bunch of
last
other
one,
questions
too.
still, so we can do another one later.
Oh, that's right. Sure. Yeah, and I think I want to try to purposely do more funny photos. Or I don't know. I the further I was doing this, the more I was thinking of funny prompts, and it was fun. The AI tool to make these guys, I was so impressed. It's so cool. I'm loving all
Yeah.
this AI stuff that comes out.
Seems to be pretty good.
Loving it.
Call him again.
Yeah, what the heck does this boy
When he
do?
says right now, you typically means within a minute.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. My wife asked me to run in real fast after the podcast, so I'm gonna join on my phone so that I can come back out as soon as possible. So I will.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm on the link, but where are you guys?
Did you click on the new link that
The new
Joseph
link.
sent out?
Oh, I did not know it was a new link.
Yeah.
Nephi, the new and everlasting link.
There is a second one. Mr. President, there's been a second link.
Second link has entered the group chat.
Oh, it's just in the text.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm putting it up on my laptop, but not my laptop.
Yeah. Would it be easy? Would it be easier for me to like send it to you on Discord?
I think I got it.
I'll send it to you on Discord anyway. All right, we got Nephi.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome, Nephi. No pressure to have your camera on.
Okay.
Anyway, we just wanted. So we're gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna play some games.
Fun.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, Joe, you there? Oh, now we lost the other
I
Dumar.
think I saw him pop into the other recording. He was probably trying to save me. It's like Inception, you know, jumping into the
Oh,
others.
okay. Yeah, I think he might have been. I'll call him real quick. Oh, there we go.
Okay,
You there, Joe?
we're all here.
Yay.
Okay. All right, last question. And we have Nephi for this one. Nephi, would you be
Oh,
done to
yeah.
read this
Would
one?
you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather be incredibly beautiful but have no personality, or be super ugly but have a captivating personality? Well, obviously, I'd be super ugly but have a captivating personality.
See, Nephi, you've always like struck me as more like of a vapid kind
Of a
of
what
person.
kind of person?
You're like more vapid
Ooh,
and
these
not
are
so
big
much
words.
substantive.
There
you
you
know?
go.
Yeah, I
See,
know.
because you use big words, I feel like it's a compliment no matter what.
I don't think you know what that word
No.
means.
Vapid?
Yeah.
I know what vapid means.
What does it mean?
It means like you're an airhead and you are prideful and you like are very self-absorbed.
It's just offering nothing that is stimulating.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanner. Freaking got dictionary.com pulled up over there.
I'm just saying,
I
man.
can't see it, but I know you have it.
Understanding is the definition of terms. All right. Anyway,
You read that
so what do you
question.
think, Nephi? What
You
would
read that
be?
question beautifully, Nephi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you
Thank
did.
you. I think because it's just based off of personality. I don't know. What does personality encompass?
That's true. You could have a bad personality. Like it could be
Yeah.
captivating. Hitler was
That's true.
captivating.
He was. That's a great point.
I think there is a positive connotation there, though.
Okay. Okay.
But here's the thing: you could be really pretty and then just be like a total airhead and live happily the rest of your life because ignorance is bliss, like you said, Tanner.
No, dude. But looks are temporary, man.
What if you have good
So-
looks, like you age like a fine wine, though?
How many people do that?
I do
though?
that, Tanner.
I don't think it would be me.
Let's see. I think I would probably do the incredibly beautiful. I feel like society just
I
hates
think
the
I'd be ugly. Yeah, but like still, ugly people are the rich ones.
I don't know, I feel
Sometimes. Look at Elon Musk.
I don't know. I feel like he's actually
know,
not that bad though.
Yep.
I feel like if you like look at an ugly
And there
person,
might
that's
be-
like Gollum straight up.
Jeff Bezos there.
I feel like if you have any
There
business
might be-
person, they have some aspect of better looks. Actually, I don't know. I take that back. Mark Zuckerberg, his eyes can wig me out.
I'm not sorry. That's what
Joseph, what were you saying?
I agree with.
makes a lot of sense.
Oh, go ahead.
What's something?
Joe?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. Yeah, I think that I would totally be pretty. Like, hands down, give me the 8-pack, baby. Just like, okay, now I'm feeling torn. Studies have shown that, if you're hot, like, people assume you're smart, they assume you're successful, they assume you're nice, like, everything. The pretty bias is so real. However, interestingly enough, they've also shown that long-term relationships, or just really once people get to know you, your looks don't matter as much, and your personality is really what decides people's thought of you. So I guess it really kind of depends.
Have no friends.
As long as you can fake it till you make it. Yeah. As long as you can fake it till you make it, man, be pretty all day. But I don't know. If you just want to be the ugly smart dude who people's like, oh yeah, close your eyes when you look at them, but they get stuff done, then that works too. So.
That's what I would go with, man. I think you can get way more done that way.
I mean, look at Bill Gates.
All right, well, that is our last one. Thanks to everyone for listening. Any other thoughts before we close out here?
Yes, your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
Don't you have the same father and mother?
It's quite possible.
Amen.
Density soft.
All right, if that's it, then we will end. Bye.
Bye.